you would have told me that we could have did it. You had your phone though, because you called me.
Talk to him.
Is it over there?
Oh, yeah, shit.
You ready?
Yo, what up, y'all? Oh, I got a notification. Yeah, we here. Hey.
Roller skate up. I got Carolina Mike.
Hey, what up, y'all? My news off abruptly.
My bad.
This is episode 13. Shout out to all our viewers. My name is Rod.
And I'm Mike. What's good? What's good? We on this Thursday, man. This is the 1st of April. April Fool, man.
It's the 1st of the month, so wake up.
I played that. You know,
if Mike wasn't scared to play other music, we would have played that.
Well, we ain't scared. We can't really play the music. We gotta have the rights. You said we can't
block it off. Facebook will do it for you. All you gotta do is say, "Yeah, I want to play this song," and then you just say, "You don't own the rights." It's my girl's birthday today. I know she did.
You tripping?
I'm saying no. I saw Mama post it. I'm saying, damn. I was about to say I'm about to tag people in on the live right now because we going straight to the podcast. Cuzzos, what's good? We back, Mike. I'm gonna rob that jacket. What's good, DC? What's good, Ace? I see some other people watching. What's good, everybody that's watching tonight? We appreciate y'all. I'm gonna tag some people here right away.
Sport the jacket.
We're gonna be on the podcast right. We're gonna be on the the Real Talk section right away. Mostly with a few sports. I'm gonna tag Julie. I need to tag some of my.
Yeah, what questions do y'all have? We gonna talk about the Nets a little bit or no?
You can start talking about them.
Okay.
We pretty much go to the Rock. I want everybody to be in here. So you can start talking.
Okay, hey, yeah. Hey, DC, what y'all think about the Nets?
Joe said he wanted to hear you talk more anyway.
For me, I think people overreacting. Like the Nets already was a super team with Harden, Kyrie, and Durant, but people need to stop. People need to stop acting like Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge is the old Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge. Don't get me wrong, adding them still puts pressure on them. You got to win the title no matter what, but people need to chill. It's just like when this dude say Lakers had a stacked team with Dwight Howard, Rajon Rondo. It's like they wasn't stacked. They just had a good team. You got your two superstars. You got great role players. But yeah, the Nets, man, they gotta win.
It's not about the role players when you top heavy with great role players. That's what stacked is.
So you said, what you think about the Nets while you tagging people? What you think? You think people overreacting?
Yeah, based on what LeBron did last year, it's only fair for KD to do something. Yes, it is. What do you mean, stop it?
He said it's only fair.
In the show last night, I was watching the Lakers Bucks. That Draymond Green is 7th all-time in rebounds per game. And then you add along there with AD, who's one of the best.
Wait, why do you say Draymond?
Or Drummond.
Oh, Drummond. Okay, I was going to say Draymond.
He has the 7th most rebounds all time, like average all time. I'm saying he's a 7-footer who can rebound the basketball. He averages 13 rebounds a game this year.
Don't use the rebound because what about
I'm just bringing up
Boy's second three-peat?
All I'm bringing up is when I'm telling
you. They had the lead rebound 3 years in a row.
Stop it. But Andre Drummond also can score. He also averages 17 points. Dennis Rodman averaged 3 points, so that's a lot different. What I'm saying is LeBron can't – nobody can try to do
I agree, yeah. No, I agree, DC, for real.
Nobody can –
But Nets do got to win, though. They have to win. It's like you can't lose. The Nets got to win.
I don't say they got to win because that's –
No, you got to win.
You got to win because
you got to win.
It's head up even. You got LeBron. You got KD. You got Kyrie, KD. You just said Aldridge and Blake Griffin ain't what they is.
Yeah, but I'm saying they get Kyrie, Harden,
and KD. You got AD and LeBron.
AD, LeBron.
And then now Drummond. Drummond is better than Aldridge and Blake Griffin. You laughing?
He said Andre Drummond.
You laughing, but Drummond was just in Detroit with Blake Griffin, and he was better than Blake Griffin in Detroit. And I'm saying Blake Griffin is not Blake Griffin from the Clippers when Chris Paul had him. And I'm just saying,
Andre Drummond, the name you use,
and the Lakers. Now all of a sudden, I'm saying we put this pressure on the Clippers last year. You said last year the Clippers had the best team, and now he has Montrezl Harrell.
Lakers get to the finals for sure. Yes, Lakers get to the finals if you're healthy.
He got
this dude said Montrezl Harrell but
Mike, last year you were saying, I'm saying
Montrezl Harrell nice.
What
I'm saying is yes, Lakers still got a good team with LeBron and AD healthy. Get to the finals. What I'm saying is Nets got to win. Most pressure on the Nets.
Them and the Nets.
Especially with Harden. Harden, you got to get a ring. You got your squad. No more excuses. He do, Rod. He got his squad.
They do got to win, but LeBron also got to win, too. That's what I'm saying.
Get to the finals, LeBron, but no. KD, Harden.
So LeBron gets a pass for losing the finals.
He don't get a pass for
No, if he lose.
Well, losing won't do nothing for him. I won't kill him if he lose. It won't.
Then what if KD win the next two and tie him?
If KD, let's say if he win this one, KD will move up, but he still wouldn't be. He would still wouldn't be best.
Hypothetical. If he tie LeBron,
KD would be closer. I don't know. I would have to see because he ain't even playing right now.
I know, but what if he beat LeBron on the next two? Like
we'll see. He's still. Yeah, see, I don't do the matchup stuff.
You don't do the matchup.
I got it's overall body of work. The matchup stuff can help KD, but
hey. Y'all hear this?
KD get Finals MVP also. If you get Finals MVP and do it, then we can talk. Yeah, if Durant get his third, he'd be closer, but he still wouldn't be past Bron. Wow, you at least need two more before you even.
I said two more.
But the Nets got to win. What you think, DC, Ace? What y'all think? What you think? Who you a fan of?
I'm a Laker, bro.
Oh, are you a Laker or you LeBron?
I'm a Kobe.
Oh, okay.
You already know.
Okay, but you think y'all gonna beat the Nets?
Yeah.
Healthy.
Yeah.
Okay, I get Nets.
He might say injured. That's cute. That's the type of shit he might say. He might say injured.
Oh, so you're a Kobe fan?
I'm a Kobe fan.
Kobe the GOAT to you?
He is.
Okay. Ooh, I like when Kobe fans say that.
James got me on too. Jordan's the GOAT. We all know Jordan's the
So
GOAT.
Kobe better than Jordan?
Huh?
Kobe better than Jordan?
You understand? In my generation, it's all Kobe.
Yeah.
So it's like we can't say, oh yeah, Jordan this. We haven't really watched him. We watched videos.
You right? Okay, that's fair. I like that. See, at least you being honest. I found what you said. Kobe your GOAT.
Well, say you watch videos of him.
Huh?
No, you being honest.
I've watched actual footage of the GOAT.
I mean,
I'm there, Morgan. This is gonna be a quick show today because Rod gotta show his talent of coaching and see what kind of talent he got tonight. So yeah, this is gonna be a quick show. I bet. Glad you can check in. I get it. It's 6:15.
Oh, we Gucci. We good.
So 35 minutes. Let's get on. We talked about that. Let's get on some real talk.
Well, let's talk about
the Final Four this week.
Let's talk about the Final Four this weekend.
Who is it?
A couple minutes.
Gonzaga, UCLA.
Yeah, Gonzaga, UCLA, and then Baylor and Houston.
Minnesota.
Baylor and Houston.
Bro.
I want to see Baylor. I want to see Baylor Gonzaga. Are you a mini high fan?
Yeah, he a mini high.
What up, Vaughn? I hope Baylor Drummond is impactful. He's going to help the Lakers, but that ain't the name you just say like, oh, he had Drummond.
Out here draping.
When we act like Drummond's all that, Drummond is impactful. He's like say he's been leading rebounder for like the last 3 years, so he is impactful. But I'm just saying he's not a name you use.
I'm just saying I brought up Drummond because
AD is a name
don't
you use.
Say that the Nets just have to win when that's who they would have to play in the finals. And LeBron, I'm saying
no, Nets got to win.
And LeBron needs to win.
You say KD better than LeBron.
But LeBron has to win too. Because you say LeBron.
Wait, don't you say Harden better than AD? Easily, but you what? Is Kyrie better than AD?
That's more equal.
Kyrie AD equal?
Mike on their own teams. Kyrie's actually better than him.
No, LeBron, stop.
Well, LeBron on him. You saw Kyrie should have been in the argument for MVP. AD kind of choked away the last two games versus the Heat. I'll say that.
Kyrie could have been Finals MVP. LeBron.
So you think AD just easily better than Kyrie?
Not easily. He's better. Like AD's the top 10 player.
Kyrie was killing with LeBron.
Kyrie probably the most unguardable player.
Kyrie averaged 29 with LeBron. AD didn't even do that.
Kyrie averaged 27. LeBron averaged
29. My bad. 2 under. What did LeBron average with AD and what did AD average this finals?
AD averaged like 22.
AD was carrying him the first.
I don't know what AD averaged.
AD shot away.
He was like 26.
But Kyrie, y'all messed up on both apps.
Damn, for real?
That's sad.
Wow.
Kyrie and AD is even to me. Seriously.
Let me get off.
Kyrie,
try to stay tuned.
Kyrie is AD is even to me. But the Final Four, I'm mad because I had Baylor and Gonzaga scheduled at my job back in December. Then the game got canceled.
Oh, so they didn't play yet?
No, they never played. They never rescheduled.
I hope that's the next championship.
I was scheduled that game at work when they was both top teams and it never happened. But people can't sleep on Houston. Houston, I did a couple of their games this year. They was kind of weak games because they blew the team out. But what I'm saying is they got a lineup that's kind of like the Warriors' old death lineup where they tallest player 6'9", but they can play multiple positions. But that's they got a 7-foot on their team. But I'm saying they got a lineup where they can play like a bunch of 6'6", 6'5", 6'9", 6'8".
You think?
And they got length.
Do you think UCLA can challenge Gonzaga or they go? No. Gonzaga been cruising.
I think Gonzaga offense is too much for UCLA. UCLA can't score that much. They've been slowing down the game, and Gonzaga got everything.
Baylor Houston is gonna be a good game.
Baylor Houston gonna be good because I think Houston got limp, and the athleticism.
No, Baylor got limp too. Baylor got limp.
Baylor got quick guards, but Baylor got that Mitchell dude. He ain't a big guard, but he explosive, and he had somebody with a Hardaway the other day. do, boom, boom, and went to the.
No, I'm excited.
But
I'm excited. I'm gonna
Suggs
watch
almost had a
games.
triple-double the other day.
Suggs balling out.
Suggs out here killing from Minnesota, so stand up Minnesota.
He look like a pro.
On the women's side, Paige Bucher's in the
National Player of the Year.
Paige Bucher.
Only freshman for women's to ever win it.
She in the women's Final Four. Yeah. She won National Player of the Year. Some people said
the only freshman.
A lot of people was complaining that they cheated versus the Baylor women, but
yeah, I heard about that.
They came back on them though.
That was a good game. I saw highlights of that.
Baylor was up by like 14, 15 points. Then Paige took over.
Paige, I can't believe she dominated like that at the college level.
She like the best player on UConn already. That's
crazy.
Freshman. UConn got talent because they got a couple juniors and seniors on that. That's cold. So shout out to a couple Minnesota former prep hoop players in Minnesota that's doing their thing at the NCAA level, the highest level, Division I, killing it right now. Lakers actually won the buyout market. Well, Morgan, I'm not going to disagree.
Lakers actually won the buyout market.
That's what I don't know.
They probably did.
That's what I'm going to say. KD and them do have to make the finals. The Nets need to make the finals.
And Lakers got to make the finals. I'll give them that.
But I'm saying,
make the finals,
to me, the pressure is equally on both of them.
No, I think more pressure on KD because you don't want LeBron to go a foul. If you want to catch LeBron, you got to win the finals.
The reason why I'm saying it's 50-50 with the Nets is because I'm giving people the KD did do this with the Warriors. Y'all Wi-Fi bogus as hell. KD did this with the Warriors. KD did this with the Warriors, but the first year Miami didn't win it the first year, so I'm not gonna put that on us.
Damn, it's that bad.
Y'all connected to McDonald's Wi-Fi. Fuck you, Los. No, that's not true. It is a Wi-Fi that we connected to that's it's not public, but it's a shop upstairs. So that's why it's probably busy hours right now. We working on getting our own Wi-Fi. Don't trip. We're gonna get our own Wi-Fi down here so we'll be able to connect.
Hopefully YouTube a little bit. I feel like I see more people.
Yeah, Facebook. If Facebook is acting up, go over to YouTube, by the way, y'all. Facebook be tweaking sometimes, so go over to YouTube. YouTube be doing good. Try YouTube. Y'all can comment on there too. So go to YouTube. That's why we got both platforms. But we gonna get the internet stuff under control. So go over to YouTube.
Yeah, sorry about that because I hate it when the internet mess up.
We're doing our thing on YouTube. So if Facebook is acting up, go to YouTube. But we're sorry about that in advance. But back to what I was saying, Mike. The Nets, the reason why they get a little bit of leeway from me, not a lot, just a little bit, because Miami didn't win it in their first year. So I'm not going to sit here and say in their first year, when you even brought up, KD only played 19 games so far this year, and they're on like their 50th game. So he hasn't even played in 30 games.
Well, you know, we killed Miami for that, though.
With the regular
Miami got killed for that.
We do kill Miami
people
for that, but now
LeBron legacy. Even I'm one of them.
Hold up, you can't say Miami didn't win first year and then also blast LeBron for not winning the first year.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Saying, nobody blasts LeBron for that.
People blast LeBron for that. I still get on LeBron for choking.
Hey, but nobody said you can't
for anything, bro.
Nobody said you can't bash. Nobody said you can't bash KD, Julian. I'm saying don't put the pressure more on KD in this finals.
Dude, Nets gotta win the title.
They both have to win the title.
Lakers gotta get the finals. Don't get me wrong, LeBron, you still gotta play good in the finals. You can't choke in the finals.
If we want to say LeBron better than Kobe, LeBron needs to win this title. And if we want to say KD is better than LeBron, KD needs to win the title. That's all I'm saying. Is
what I'm saying is, if whoever lose, LeBron don't get. If LeBron lose, he doesn't have nothing to lose as much as KD. If KD lose to LeBron, he got more to lose.
How?
If LeBron wins, that helps
me. KD wouldn't have money to lose. It would just be. I'm saying if KD don't win, Mike, I would just say that people that are arguing that KD is better than LeBron, they would have to chill out on that. That's all.
No, if LeBron wins, the conversation's over.
Yeah, Julian, you can hold it against KD on what respects.
Right, the conversation's over. No, it's like when LeBron Jordan's over.
No, if
LeBron beat KD, the conversation's over. I don't care about. I'm saying LeBron win. His fifth.
KD's 2-1.
You can use a 2-1. LeBron's still better. His body work is just better. You can't lose this KD. Go win this finals, and you closer to LeBron.
Like you're sounding crazy. If KD loses this finals to LeBron, that means nothing. Because he's already
and Harden legacy, you gotta win Harden. You cried about Houston. Okay, you in New Jersey now. Not New Jersey, you in Brooklyn. Win that title.
Stop it.
Harden gotta win too.
You act like
Kyrie the only one. Don't get me wrong, Kyrie gotta win, but
stop it. Don't give LeBron them that. That's what I'm saying. People give LeBron only because AD cried his
legacy already.
And they won because they played a Heat team. They played my Heat. who nobody expected to be there. What I'm saying is the Nets, if the Lakers make it, is a harder opponent than the Lakers had to play last year.
Nets got to win.
The Lakers had a smooth pathway to the finals. Now, if the Nets get that,
They was gonna win either way, though.
if the Nets,
don't give me that smooth
They're
path.
gonna win it
They
either way.
get credit.
Stop it.
Yeah, don't give me that smooth path to
They
the
had an
finals.
easy route to the finals, so stop it. And then they finals opponent was a team that you had losing to the Bucks.
Yeah,
So
right.
don't-
Yes,
so I'm
his
saying-
first opponent wasn't that great, but they still get
So-
credit. See, I ain't like my brother. They get credit.
But they get credit.
Lakers get credit.
But
I don't
I'm
care how
saying,
weak the first
don't
opponent
sit
was.
here and act
Like,
like
people try to
if
say
KD
Jordan had
lose to
weak first
LeBron,
opponent.
you trying to
I
say-
don't care.
you trying to
They
say
won.
KD lose to LeBron,
So
who the Lakers are a stacked team too. You trying to sit here and act like, oh, it's a problem. But if LeBron loses,
Harden definitely got a lot of pressure. Harden got a lot of pressure.
I feel like Harden got the most pressure.
But KD can enter top 5 comments. Harden really can't enter.
That's what I'm saying, Morgan. If you want to ask,
Harden can't really
does
answer
have
that.
Harden got a
KD
different
trying
pressure.
KD
All I'm
can
saying,
get into
all I'm
top
saying
5
is,
all
to
time.
me, KD and LeBron pressure is about even. For real.
I think KD got more pressure.
Because LeBron needs to win this finals too. If LeBron loses
LeBron
to KD,
needs to
he
win.
want to bring up LeBron in
LeBron
5
needs
rings.
to
But
win
if he
if he want to
loses to
continue
KD, he's
go
going
up
to be.
the ladder.
To me, I'm going to look at this.
Bro,
LeBron's going to be 1-3 versus KD in the finals. No, I'm not going to just sit here and act like this dude with this high top fade over here.
That would help him.
Because LeBron has 3 finals. And I would bring up, well, he only won 1 of those versus KD. And then when he went against KD, he lost 3. That's a problem to me. Because it's like, yeah, if you would have played KD the other 3, you probably would have lost them. He can't go 1-3 versus him in the finals. And then you sit here and act like KD don't have to, LeBron don't got to win. If he lose to that man, he's 1-3 versus him in the finals. And this time it will be without Curry and Clay. So then what are people going to say? If LeBron lose the title,
If LeBron lose, KD will get closer. I will say that.
I'm not
KD
bringing
will
up.
get closer to LeBron if LeBron loses to KD. But that 3-1 don't do nothing for me. KD still won't be better even if you 3-1 against LeBron because LeBron still got the body of
I
work.
would say it'd be better to be alarming to look at.
Is Bird better than Jordan? Bird 6-0 against Jordan. Jordan on 6.
Okay,
He
let
never
me
beat Bird in the playoff.
rephrase this.
What?
When they
Oh,
both
now we
when
gotta
they
rephrase.
when they both in their primes, they both have top
Thanks,
teams.
James.
When they both in their primes and they both have top teams, Larry Bird never beat Michael Jordan. He beat Michael Jordan when Michael Jordan was with Zion.
I did the spun.
To let y'all understand what Mike tried to do, Larry Bird beat Jordan. All his times he beat Jordan is when Jordan was like what Zion and Doncic is right now.
Julian said he can't go 1-3 against KD no matter. I don't. The 3-1 will help KD if he
No,
continue.
you can't go 1-3 versus somebody.
his,
Just like Peyton was losing to Tom Brady all them years. That's what we call Brady to go. And my point
No, we
is,
call Brady go for other things, not just beat
we
Peyton.
call Brady to go because head to head he beat Peyton.
That ain't why Brady go just because
That
he
was
beat
the main
Peyton.
reason why he was
No, that's the main reason. No.
And Peyton
No.
had better season. Yes, it was.
No.
Because he was beating the best. That's why.
No.
When he beat Drew Brees,
Brady-
nobody
Brady-
cared. When he beat Peyton, that's when they
Brady
cared.
and the Patriots coming back in Super Bowl 51 was a
How
big
they
thing.
get there, Mike? I'm saying when he beat Peyton, knows what pushed him to the map.
No, didn't
he
push
beat
to the
top
map. That's just on
quarterbacks.
his resume.
No, it was not.
Beat
You never hear him bring up when he beat Drew Brees. You hear him talk about when he beat Peyton. He had
to beat Peyton to win.
Thank you, Julian. He had to beat Peyton and win those Super Bowls. That's what I'm talking about. That's when they started noticing him as being the GOAT because he started beating Peyton, who was right there. Who was right there with him.
became the GOAT after Super Bowl 51 with the Falcons.
That's when
Brady
officially became the GOAT, Mike, after he repeatedly beat Peyton Manning.
No, because when the last time he beat Peyton Manning?
And when it won Super Bowls, Mike, I'm saying Peyton, Brady had 3 before Manning didn't even get
I'm saying, but he didn't beat Peyton Manning after 05.
He been in the playoffs a lot, but then they didn't meet that much. When
they met 06, and then they met twice in
they met 06
in
Denver. So from then, but I'm saying Brady started becoming the GOAT. When
he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
When he beat Manning, he wasn't considered to go. He went 3. No, he wasn't.
Brady was considered to go as a 2012-ish, 2013.
No, he wasn't because he only had 3.
That's what he did to Legion of Boom. But I'm just saying, Mike, what got Brady. But what I'm saying is, what got him in an argument to become the GOAT is beating another top player. He didn't become the GOAT for just beating out Rex Grossman. No, it was the matchups where he outplayed Peyton Manning, who was arguably considered the best quarterback at that time. And when he would outplay Peyton, that made people alarmingly look and say, Brady low-key was the GOAT.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Julian.
What I'm saying, Julian, became a debate because of what he was doing against Peyton. That's what I'm trying to bring up. It became a debate because what he did against the top quarterback at that time, who everybody thought was just the
we disagree on that.
People thought Peyton was the undisputed GOAT till like 2008.
No, people think Favre was the GOAT. Nobody thought Peyton was the GOAT.
I'm talking about the new generation of football players, Mike, that was coming in with Favre. Favre ain't do nothing in our generation, so stop it. Nobody, that was the old heads that was still talking about Favre being the GOAT. Favre did nothing about being the GOAT when we was watching football, Mike. In 2005, nobody was talking about Favre being the GOAT.
People was talking about Favre being GOAT, right?
That was
nobody talking about
heads.
Manning being GOAT.
None of your friends talking about Favre being the GOAT. Stop it. That's what I'm saying. Peyton was never
Yeah,
the GOAT.
yeah.
He was considered being the GOAT. Julian, shut up. None of your Eagles quarterbacks never been the GOAT.
Yeah, Ron. Hey, Morgan,
was
Ron
considered
trying to be
being the GOAT.
sneaky, and I ain't about to let him do that. No.
Nobody called
not
Brady
about to
the
be
GOAT because he was
sneaky.
Big Manny. Rod using the silver.
Favre didn't do anything but play every game and throwing picks. Favre was people was considering Favre going like 09.
Morgan, you a hater on Peyton, so I wouldn't expect you to say this. You a hater.
I'm not a hater on Peyton.
You are a hater.
I was glad he lost.
Like I said, Brady got
to the Saints in that Super Bowl
because what he was doing.
I got Peyton as the second greatest QB of all time, but him being Peyton didn't make him the GOAT. No,
I didn't say that.
It didn't even put him in the conversation.
That's why I put him in the conversation. We need to look at this 6th-round quarterback has been a top quarterback.
But put him in the conversation.
Look what he's doing against top competition like
when
they
beat Seattle and stuff. When he got his 4th ring,
Mike,
tied
he was in the
Montana.
conversation before that. Stop it. He was in the conversation before.
Okay, he probably was in the conversation, but
that's what I'm saying. What got him to the table?
No, what really
is
got
his performances in the playoffs.
He was probably in the conversation, but
versus
what really
Peyton Manning
him,
performances in the playoffs, and arguably head to head.
Super Bowl 49 versus Seattle. When that really he's in the conversation. He's probably GOAT. But what
Like,
really when it was non-debatable, it was Super Bowl 51 versus
that.
that.
50 touchdown passes and broke Peyton record the first time he was in the conversation there with Randy Moss.
Stop man, that's just the media needs something to do. That's just the media
so when
needs
they went
something to do.
18-0, he wasn't in the conversations being a GOAT.
No, because that's just the media wanting to talk about something.
What do you mean talking about
They
something?
be saying Mahomes, right? They be having Mahomes in GOAT conversations. That don't mean
I told you that man is.
No, they just need something to do.
Mahomes already in the GOAT conversation.
No,
we already talked about that. Yes, he is.
Tripping already.
That man already, Mike, he got
the only conversation Mahomes in is we've never really seen that talent.
He got 115 touchdowns in 3.5 years, pretty much.
Yeah, he tripping.
He has 115 touchdowns.
About it.
He threw 115 touchdowns in basically 3.5 years.
A Chiefs fan on here tell you Mahomes ain't in the GOAT conversation.
He's in the GOAT conversation.
And if he do,
he already in the top 5 conversation. He already tied with Aaron Rodgers all time. He been the more double the Super Bowl.
Stop it. I don't bro.
And how many times have Aaron Rodgers threw 50 touchdown passes? That dude only been a quarterback.
Rodgers only played to throw it 3 times though.
How many times?
Rodgers throw 3 seasons.
Mahomes have done 5,000 yards every year besides his last year. This last year he was 100 yards.
The year before I think he didn't need it because he got hurt. I think only his first year. He only threw 5,000.
This year I'm counting that. He threw 5,000.
No, you can't count it. No.
He didn't play the last game.
Okay, that's his fault.
Give my man Aaron Rodgers, Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce. I guarantee you.
You a Packers fan?
Probably can't pass Brady. He missed his chance. Well, if he played Brady again,
I won't say that.
If he played Brady again
that.
and beat him in the Super Bowl, it's different. But if he don't beat Brady in the Super Bowl, you're right because they only played one Super Bowl. And Brady did beat him head to head.
We need to see what Mahomes do.
Wait, first off. Let me expose that dumbass logic right there because in the playoffs versus the Buffalo Bills, Patrick Mahomes missed the last quarter and a half, and they scored 3 points with Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. And Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill was also they were starters when Alex Smith was the quarterback, and go look up their numbers then. When Alex Smith was there, it wasn't what they was with Mahomes. So let's cool the Jets on that type of bullshit right there.
The Broncos,
and then go look at last year.
But I'm saying they had a good quarterback.
When they had Matt Moore, you keep that quarterback. I don't want to hear about the weapons. What I'm telling you is Mahomes go to the Jacksonville Jaguars, they're going to win 11
games. Hell no.
Okay. Mahomes go to the Jaguars.
Football's a team sport.
Mahomes is really like
one
that.
Player don't do it.
You saw what Peyton Manning did for the Broncos when he came there. You saw what Tom Brady did for the Buccaneers when he just went there. Great players do that. Great
they definitely have an impact, but
great quarterbacks do Mike Evans, Chris Godwin.
You see the Super Bowl, the 4th slam was gone.
Still put up 31 points.
No.
Put up 31
put
points.
Up 9. I'm talking about the
Tampa Bay.
I'm talking about the Chiefs.
But how did Tampa Bay get there?
Football's a team sport.
How did Tampa Bay get there?
How did Tampa Bay get there? They recruited all these elite stars.
No, it's one player. Tom Brady.
No.
Number 12.
Tom Brady was the fact that he don't get all the credit.
Antonio Brown.
He don't get all the credit, but Tom Brady
did
definitely
Gronk get a half 30 catches? Look it up. Did Gronk get a half 30 catches?
Mahomes will have a 3-peat more than once and probably would still need to get more rings, and even then, Brady would be 2-0 against him. Oh, I forget Brady 2-0 against him. I forget about the NFC Championship.
If he don't beat Brady before Brady retire, he could be second all time. But Mahomes is on his way. He's goated. He's goated.
He ain't better than Rodgers right now.
Hey,
he can pass Rodgers, but he ain't better now.
Let's get to the real. Shout out to ASJ, Miss Amy Strickland Johnson. Watch it.
Hey,
Miss Amy Strickland. Thank you.
Thank you.
We out here. Let's get to the real talk section now.
Thanks, Amy.
So, ladies, if y'all watching, this is y'all section. We need y'all in here to chime in on some of this shit. All right, we need y'all in here tonight. Real talk. Let's get to it.
Let's go.
What time is it?
6:30.
What's good, D Stan?
What's good, D Stan?
When I'm gonna come out there and drop my 40 next time, D Stan? Rise up. I've been rising up lately. I know you see me on the gram, D Stan. I'm out here rising up to the occasion. I'm gonna be out here soon all summer. Team No Shirt. Get into it with the episodes. Team No Shirt.
On the Team No Shirt.
Big facts. Let's get to the real talk section. Hell yeah. Streaming live from the bar Rod just left. Dang, don't. Hey, come on, SJ. You can't.
No, he's not
doing
DC.
that.
Mahomes not in the combo.
I didn't just leave the bar. No, I'm
We
joking.
need a few more years.
Mahomes in the combo. Facts, DC. Big facts. But moving on to the real talk section.
All right,
Mike,
real talk.
I was talking about this
Let's
with
go.
some of my coworkers. We did just leave happy hour. Fact, shout out to the Sullivan crew. We just left happy
no.
hour. Yeah,
Then y'all left- oh,
it
okay,
was traffic
y'all
on the way getting over here. That's why I was a little late. But yeah, we left. Larry and it was there too.
Oh, for real?
Joe, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jordan was there
yeah,
too?
with some of our other
Where they
coworkers.
go?
They had schooners right up the street by the school and shit.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
But yeah, let's get to the real talk section. You look good, bro. Not gonna lie, bro. It's looking fresh next to you. Yeah, Mike. Hey, Mike out here.
Oh, good looking, D-Stan. I definitely
Hey.
gotta get a quote with y'all, man.
Yeah, fact. Mike out here looking fresh today. He told me he was gonna do it to me. He was like, I don't want to do it to you, little bro, but I'm gonna have to do it. No, Payne up there, but Brady got that because he got like 24 rings, not because he beat Payne. All right, Morgan, but I'm not gonna go into it with you. But Mike, we were talking about this, so I want to ask you about this. Okay,
What up?
what do you? Okay, so let's get into it. Does liking slash promoting sexual activities in a relationship, is that right to do? So I'm gonna give you an
Give me an
example.
example. Okay, yeah.
Like they're not promoting it and liking y'all sexual activity. They say it's like, what if your girl posted some stuff like, I just love giving head. And people start commenting on it and liking it. Would that be a problem for you?
Yeah,
Like,
that's a tricky
or if
situation.
you was posting stuff like, I get a best when I get drunk. Like.
Oh
you think that's a
yeah.
problem in a
I
relationship if
definitely
you're in
think it's a problem relationship. Depending on relationship, some people probably wouldn't care, but I definitely think that's a problem. Like if your girl just knowingly on social media saying what she like giving
Well,
head.
she's sharing like comments of other people writing freaky stuff like, I love getting hair while I'm driving type shit or whatever.
It depends. Like if she maybe maybe your girl talk with your sisters and they talk about that because you see that. So I guess one big deal if they was doing it in a playful way.
Yeah.
But if you maybe on the guy's page saying that, yeah, that is a problem. But yeah, if you just having a safe conversation with like your sisters or something, I don't think it's a big deal. Tell them what your sexual fantasies are.
Your sisters, what about their friends?
What they friends? Yeah.
They do it to the world.
If they do it to the world, yeah. See, it's a tough subject because I think it can be a problem in most relationships, but some it ain't a problem. For me, it just depends on what you say. The head thing, I probably would come to like, damn, why you have to say that? Keep that inside. But I wouldn't mind getting a little freaky on social media if you keep it. Sounds
like decent. That girl is like girl Melanie
from the streets.
Julian, you funny as hell. It's really this is a trippy subject because it's borderline. Like we know people play jokes on social media, and I don't really give a damn about social media in the first place. But yeah, if I started seeing like alarmist statuses, like not alarming, but I just kept getting notifications where you out here on statuses like just talking about your oral skills or whatever. Yeah, we're gonna have a conversation. And I'm like, damn, what you trying to do? Like, what did you promote it here? You know what I'm saying? Like, you talk about this a lot. I know some people are like, right, you talk about a lot on your podcast. This is a platform. This is different. This is work. This is going to become a source of income. Okay, so it is fucking different. But if you just really promoting that type of stuff on Facebook, it's like, damn, is you single or what? Because then you already know. Yeah. And then this is the thing that killed me.
Yeah, it'd be a problem in most of these shit.
People don't think I'm like that Kevin Samuels dude, but I'm saying then that's when people slide into the DMs and they start acting like, I don't know why they in
That's
my DMs.
true though, yeah.
I don't know why they into my DMs. I don't know why guys are so thirsty because like look what the
that could lead to other stuff.
Or why girls are so thirsty, vice versa. Like I don't like dudes be like, I don't know why this chick's so thirsty. Well, you know why they thirsty because look what the fuck you talking about. Like you being promiscuous online, so people gonna feel like that's you. They feel like that's how they gotta come at you to get with you. Yeah. Type shit. So yeah, I don't know. But Julian, watch your mouth, man. Melanie was not for the streets. I mean, she did.
When she broke up with Dirk, she's for the streets for a temporary time.
For the streets acts. But like I told you, I really feel like I can't just blame her all the way. And this is what I try to tell the ladies on here. I don't be against the ladies. I can't blame Melanie all the way because Durham wasn't handling his business like a man. So that's why his girl was showing him that he was a little hoe. Because he wasn't handling his business like a man. Had he been handling his business like a man and not trying to please everybody outside of his woman, he wouldn't have been having his woman act like she was for the streets, Julian. That's what I'm saying. But I love Melanie. Julian disrespectful. She did do some for the street shit, and I said she was for the streets at first, but then when I went back and watched all 9 seasons, I had to recapture.
I watched all 9 too. I just did that.
She wasn't for the streets. But Q, what you got to say? We gonna hear. I want to hear what the younger generation got to say. If one of your women, I'm not gonna say one of your women, but if one of your women is on, talking about, you ain't got no women watch your podcast. Chill out. You ain't like that. You funny as hell. But if one of your women was on Facebook promoting her sexual skills and y'all together, then what do you got to say about that?
They take that shit down.
She got to take it down?
Yeah.
What if she say, no, I'm not taking it down?
Ooh.
Bye.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If you post your shit, if you post the information on that mean you for
Middle
everybody.
East for the shit. Julie, you
That
wild.
should be you for everybody.
So that do mean, so you agree with what I got?
Only for a
Julie,
temporary
he's saying that sounds like a girl that is for the streets.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
We got to get some women in here chiming in. Where the ladies at?
Rally, yeah.
We was all the ladies ain't in here. I know a few of our guest hosts they won't be on. They busy. So yeah, this is gonna be one of them shows, you know.
Yeah, I know. They want it later. They ain't
I'm
on.
gonna try to put some clips on this week. Start putting on social media, you know.
Yeah, next week we might have to do 2 days. I'm on spring break.
We might have to. Yeah, I'm down with that. We need to get going on our what's the name show so I can start exposing you.
Yeah, do that.
So because Dory wasn't a real man, that means Melanie gets to hop in bed with Malik. She did that off emotions.
Julia,
Though.
I mean, that wasn't right, but you already know I
Yeah,
have
she
an
should have did
explanation
that,
for
but she did that. She did that really to get back at Durbin off emotions. I'm not saying it's right, but
And Malik almost, like.
But I agree. Melly was for the streets when they went single for about for a while. She was for the streets for a while. I agree with that.
He told her you got 20 more seconds, otherwise Daddy, I'm gonna tear it up like only Daddy Lee can. He told her that. But that's different. I mean, look, sometimes during the breakup things happen, and if you decide to take your girl back, then
We're gonna come back to the next week. Travis Kelce was getting his numbers with Alex Smith. You ain't got to go next
He
time.
did get a few numbers. I'm not gonna front.
Basically, just saying you can't be calling him weak. But go ahead.
Alex Smith weak, but I'm not Travis Kelce, Alex Smith weak. We know him. That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, let's what we got. I could start a clip. Ooh, okay, 30 minutes. This could be.
Oh, we got next. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
go ahead, let's go
So
something else.
I saw one of our cousins post this. There's a company that's a private owned company, and the owner of the company says if any of his employees are having an affair with people at work, that deems an automatic termination. I saw some people in uproar about that because they say you can't control that type of aspect of somebody's life. But then I saw our cousin clap back on it and say, well, it's a private owned company and you signed the agreement of working there. So, yeah. Do you agree with that a company should have that much power? Private
Julian would probably know more than me, but law-wise, I don't know. Like I said, it's a private company, so that may be legal. He could do that, but that could be helping the harassment laws also. Where we just went over harassment stuff because it's like you basically saying you should be having an affair with employees. I don't know if that's controlling or not. I don't know what to think about that because for me, it's like you basically don't want people getting like that at work. Basically, you just don't want people getting like that. You should be having an affair with your coworkers, according to him. But I don't know. How can you control that?
It's a Christian-owned company.
Okay, yeah. How can you control that? That's the thing. I don't know if that's legal or not. I don't know.
Well, you can't really control it unless it came out to you. Because I didn't go on and read the article, but they was also talking about on the status. I read the comments on the status, and one was talking about how the owner was saying that bringing those relations to work, it messes up your performance. It messes up things at work. I'm gonna go to the status real quick.
Yeah, for me, I don't know. I don't agree with that just because you can't really control what people are doing at work, and these people with each other all the time. You shouldn't have affairs anyway, just on principle, but it is what it is. People do it, and you should try not to. But like I said, I don't know how he's going to control that. I don't know if he has the right to fire, but if that's his rules and if it's legal, people just got to abide by it because that's his rules. It's his company.
Can you be fired over your sex life? Dave Ramsey thinks so. So Dave Ramsey is the owner of the company that we're talking about.
Dave Ramsey, I listen to his podcast.
Yeah. So this is his company. So
he
posted, here's my rationale. This was my cousin that posted. He said, people complain about Christians being hypocrites. Some people are hostile towards Christianity due to explicit sexual failures, especially among clergy and in the Catholic Church. So Christians in authority should have safeguards against hypocrisy, right? So Ramsey has a no-nonsense sexual ethic policy where his employees must adhere to the Christian sexual ethics because they are an explicitly Christian company, which if they've agreed to work there, they are accountable for that. I imagine this policy includes sexual assault, abuse, harassment, as well as marital sex ethics. It's really a damned if we do, damned if we don't situation. If you don't like Christians' sexual ethics, then obviously you shouldn't and don't have to work at a company that has them. And then he said, I get confused when people try to impose subjective moral values objectively. If morals are subjective, then what is there to complain about? I bet there are many who don't want this type of accountability, so good for you, Uncle Dave.
If is his company his rules, so like I say, if you don't like the rules, you go get another job. If it's legal and he can do that, then that's his company, but then you gotta abide by the rules. And if he fire you for it, well, then
Julian said they can't do it. He said it's like the NFL being able to suspend people because they beat up their spouse,
you tarnish the name of the company. So yeah, it's their rule, it's his rules, his company. If you don't like it, go to another company basically. So that's how I'm with it.
Article. He said the reason why is he said because that messes up the workplace when it gets found out or like
it could tarnish the company. So I understand where you're coming from. I still don't know.
It's interesting to me. I don't know if I fully would agree with it to get people out that much.
Yeah,
I would just say if it does affect the company and affects the workplace, and then if affect that, then
you put it in
avenues.
If I'm an owner, I wouldn't put that in. Hopefully people can act in a professional manner.
You know, at Best Buy, I don't know about corporate, but at the store level, like if you're a manager or a supervisor, you can't date any of the employees that's at your store.
Manager supervisors can't either. Yeah,
at your store. So I mean, that's kind of.
But like, you can be on the same level employees and date each other.
Yeah,
you can't. A lot of companies like that though. A supervisor can't date, and that's I agree with that because that could definitely be a conflict of interest for sure. So people just, if you don't like the rules, get your own company or go work somewhere else.
No, that's
really what it comes down to. Yeah, people got weird rules and stuff, but if it's legal, go get another job.
If it's legal for them to do it, you think that it could be cool, it could be done.
If it's legal to do it, it can be done. It's still going to be hard to control because some people still can't control their feelings. Some people may sneak in and hopefully they don't get caught. But if you get fired for it, if you get caught and get fired for it, that's really your fault. So
big fact.
It is what it is, man. Maybe even if I don't agree with it, it's his rules, his company, and I got to grind and get my own.
All right, let's get into my man Kevin Samuels because one of our followers, shout out to my man Jay Rich. He tagged me in something to watch, and he said we should do this. It was like a panel of it was like a panel of 5 women, 5 men. He was the host of it, and he was just asking questions, a round table, and they wasn't on the same room. He would have them live stream. So we figure out how we can get people, like if they want to come here, we can stream it for the fans to see, because our cameras could probably get everybody, but we need to do like a round table like that. But he had a few questions. He had a few questions on there.
Table right there.
And one of them I wanted to. We could do an episode like that right around the table. Yeah. Ladies, y'all hear this? It's an open invite. It's an open invite. YouTube heard it there.
Let's get this conversation going.
But this was the question, and I know some ladies about to snap the fuck out. But look, I didn't come up with the question. I just saw it, so I want to ask y'all about it. And the women already from the happy hour told me, they say you can't really talk about this perspective as a question because you have to ask women. They have to be on the show. So I want you women to be in here commenting on the comments. But Kevin Samuel said, do you think he have a point when he said women complain about the relationship, the state of the relationship more than men? So they find problems that's wrong with the relationship more than men. Do you agree with that?
I agree with it, but also it's just an opinion because there's many relationships with a man probably nitpick about more than the women.
We just said on average.
But I'm just go on average, and these may not be facts at all. I'm gonna just go by my experience, and these ain't true at all. But for me, I agree with it. I do think women nitpick in the relationship more, but that doesn't mean we right though. So that's why I do agree. We do need a women's perspective because I guarantee women going to say the opposite. They're going to say the opposite for sure because we have different views on things.
We do.
But to me, my experience, I definitely think women do. Just from other relationships and just from
we do have different perspectives on things, but I think
we're not right though.
We're
not right.
This subjectively, I think it's only one right answer.
No, it's not one right answer. It's an opinion, really.
It is an opinion. You know what I'm saying? If we go on averages, if we go on the numbers, the majorities.
Well,
I'm saying if we go, it'll be this side more than 50%. That is the women.
I don't think the numbers are accurate.
Because what I'm saying is right when this is why I'm saying this to women, and I agree with Kevin Samuels on this part. That women control the playing field of relationships, right? They control, and we talked about this on here before, but to me, women control when you have sex, if you have sex, how often you have sex. They control when you move on to the next steps. They literally control all that. Now, you probably think you control it indirectly based on your actions, based on, how based on how you move and how much you show her you want to court her. But I'm saying women ultimately have the ultimate control over the key components of what we say in the relationship. So with that being said, I think that they do complain about the state of the relationship more because I just feel like for the most part, women are never really ultimately satisfied. And we talked about that before. So I feel like there's always something, and there's always something we all can get better at. But I feel like at the end of the day, yes, if something is right here, there's something else you're not doing right. They complain about the state of the relationship after they set the terms because they're going to set new terms is my point. It's not in a negative way like they're just complaining because they can't be like put together well creatures. No, they can coexist. But my point is they're going to have new terms and there's going to be more new terms. And when you don't live up to those first terms, when you live up to those first terms, you don't live up to those second terms. So to me, that's when the complaining starts. Like, yeah, man, you really don't hear me complain about that type of stuff. No, like that. We might complain about it to our guys or to our brothers, but you don't really complain.
For the most part, I agree with you, but I also do want to say it's definitely men who's in that role also in many relationships. So I will be on the women's side with this. There are men who
I think I did too, Morgan.
There are men who is the nitpickers of the relationship. But I do agree with you. I think women does it more. I think women do it more.
I'm just saying, like, just complain about the state that way. Like, maybe they say we don't talk more. Maybe they say we don't get enough space. Then when you do those things, I'm saying there's something else.
Yeah, I would agree. I would think on average it's definitely more women do that, but that's just a generalization.
Of the relationship.
So yeah, no, that's definitely an opinion.
What you think, Morgan? What you think? What some of y'all think?
Jeremy and Julian, I saw y'all.
What some of you guys think, and some of you ladies and fellas think? Who do y'all think complains?
If we get ladies in here, I know I made
relationship. Q, what you got to say about it? Who you think complains more in the state in the relationship?
Man, it is a tough question.
I say girls, bro, because like men, they don't really go fuck. Okay.
X, that's what I said. We don't. It's like okay,
but girls, they want to find something to argue about.
Some women do feel like they say men like to argue about shit.
Nah, that's women. They'll find shit just to argue about, bro. Cheating, whatever, not answering calls, what.
Big dude, shout out to Big Dude. Dudes, what you got to say about this? Who do you think complains about the state of a relationship more, men or women? The man or the woman?
Yeah, I would definitely say women.
You said they turn up more, Quincy. They turn up more. Q.
I would agree with that, but like I said, we need women on here to hear their perspective.
I've only been in one of their relationships, so I can't speak on this.
Yeah. Well, same for me, Julian. Same for me. Yeah. That's why I said my answer is all opinion, no evidence or nothing. I'm just going by what I generally see.
Yeah, that's
but I still don't think it's the right answer because, like I say, it's relationships
but
also.
You've been in a relationship, so you can answer the question. In your relationship, in the state of your, because your relationship has been going on for years, so y'all had different states. But who complained about the state y'all was in when y'all was in certain states in your relationship? That's a simple question. But I get that you probably don't want to get another ring around your shit, so don't ask. You know what I'm saying? That's cool too.
But no, from your perspective, I guarantee they'd be saying the same thing as us, and which is fair. I think it'd be fair if they is because
fair. And that's when he was talking about. He snapped on there. He was like, "Life ain't fair." He was saying there's double standards for women.
Oh yeah, it is. I always say that there's double standards on women's side. There's double standards on man's side.
People hate that. He be actually low key spin facts sometimes.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of stuff you say.
He was on there saying one thing. He was like, this woman said he was like, women don't mind double standards like when they get let into the club.
But I say that for men too, though.
No, he did.
We love our double standards.
He did bring up stuff with me, but he said because the woman was like, "There's no fairness. We're just trying to stuff these babies like baby ain't not fair." It's like when double standards benefit y'all don't want fair.
Yeah.
Because he said he was a feminist, but he said he's just not overly feminist like how some of these women.
Oh yeah,
He's like some of the women overdo it. That's what he was saying on there. But I wasn't disagreeing with him necessarily on the simple fact that that double standards work both ways. You said what happens? We got 2 more time. We good?
I'm just trying.
It's not that far. We good though. Do you think society has become more sensitive?
Do I think so? Yes.
Sensitivity in society. Like, do you think it ruins the culture being sensitive? The way our society is.
Society definitely has got more sensitive, but I don't know if that could be. I don't know if that's good or bad, but definitely has got more sensitive.
I think it's a bad thing for the culture.
You think it's a bad thing for the culture?
Well, especially for like comedy nowadays. Like people can't even do comedy the way they want to do it now.
You gotta know. You gotta be smart with comedy. Like, because Dave Chappelle know how to do it perfectly. He know how to offend a certain group and still be able to make it a great joke where everybody let Dave Chappelle is really good at.
He built up his what's the name. He was back in that old time, so he knows how to do it.
Yeah, society is definitely sensitive now.
I'm talking about for an up and coming comedian.
Society is definitely sensitive compared to what it used to be. I agree.
Yeah, and I feel like it messes up the culture because it keeps you from having that real, raw, authentic talk. Because people
everybody want to cancel you for every little thing you say and stuff.
That cancel culture shit, we already talked about that on here before, but that just goes overboard. So I feel like right now with the state of the society, if we're gonna stay this sensitive, it's gonna mess up a lot of culture and creativity. Because
so you think long term it messes up even
creativity because some creative. But like people try to find offense in everything nowadays.
We gotta know how to handle cancel culture. Also,
they got mad when black folks use the same water fountain. No, they haven't. Back in the 60s. No, they haven't. What, Julian?
They got mad when black used the same water fountain. Okay, I kind of get what he said, but
what is he saying? What is he saying?
He's saying they haven't got more sensitive. Basically, he's saying how we used to use the water fountain back then, and they made a big deal off that. And you know how we been saying it's got more sensitive.
I'm saying now they're making a big deal off not just black people, of everything, Julian. It could be white men. They're making a big deal off of everything. It could be white people.
I get where he's coming from with that, but I don't agree with that. That's too. I don't know.
That's different.
That's a little different. Yeah, it's different.
They want sensitive. Yeah, that was more like hate. But I'm saying
sensitive.
The world is becoming
that's
sensitive.
Two different things.
They're not sensitive towards another race. They're not sensitive.
Julian think he's sneaky.
They're not sensitive towards the black race, Julian. They might be still. I'm saying, but I'm talking about sensitive as a society.
No, it's two different things. That's more of hatred.
Yeah, that's
and trying to be unfair, but being sensitive. Yeah, like how you can't really talk. You can't really joke about certain groups unless you really have the people behind you.
Yeah,
like Dave Chappelle got a massive fan base around him.
Julian, Facebook must be working for Julian. I told y'all Dusty shit work for him. Man.
Yeah, we got to figure this internet stuff out because I hate when my shows do this. Shows I watch a podcast, I watch internet mess up.
Big facts.
But for me, it definitely has got more sensitive. So
before we go, I want to give a shout out to some birthdays that's coming up or that's here and that's coming up. Shout out to my auntie Karen down in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's her birthday today.
Karen.
Shout out to Auntie Karen. I'm not gonna put her age out here, but she is young, vibrant, and beautiful still. Shout out to my auntie. Shout out to my grandma Cora Blocker. Rest in peace. She's been there for 23 years now, but it is her birthday today. Shout out to Grandma Cora. Happy heavenly birthday, Grandma. We miss and love you. And also, happy early birthday to little Mike Jr., a.k.a. Makai. My nephew birthday is tomorrow. Yeah. He'll be 3. Little dude getting big out here about to start hooping. So shout out to my nephew. Happy early birthday. And shout out to my to-be here nephew. His birthday will be sometime here probably today, tomorrow, later this week.
Okay, Julian, I see. That's fine. I like that.
So shout out to my future nephew that'll be here any minute now, any day now. So
yeah.
And then shout out to me. We'll be here next Wednesday, but the next time y'all see me, I'll be 29 years old. You feel me? It's my B-Day. Shout out to all the Aries gang, all Aries season 29. Taking over right now. Team Ram. We out here.
So last year's
we the GOAT. Last year being in my 20s. So shout out to everybody. Oh yeah, shout out to our cousin Taylor. Yesterday was her birthday, March 31st, Aries season. So we ain't gonna forget the March 31st people. Shout out to our cousin DeAndre Brown. It was his birthday yesterday. So we had a lot of birthdays. So shout out to all the April and March birthday people, y'all. We want to say happy Aries season. That's coming from an Aries. Mike wasn't gonna do that, but that was impromptu. But before we go, I can't get out of here with doing this. It's April Fool's Day today, and I gotta tell you, this is my last day on the podcast. Psych. I'm just playing.
You should have played it better than that.
Right? I should have told them I was there to do. But Mike, what was the worst or the best April Fool's joke you played on somebody? Like the worst mean like you shouldn't have did it. It was like messed up.
Yeah, but
or what was the best?
When 2006, you was 14 and I was 16,
I was
17.
In it?
You was in it. You remember we lied to Mama and said you got lost and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
April Fools.
And then I'm in a couple of people.
That was kind of OC. We should have did that because that's some serious stuff. But you remember she was serious.
Wasn't it the mall or something?
It was the mall. We said you got lost. Yeah, said you got lost at the mall. And Mama was panicking. And then we had to hurry up and say April Fool's. So yeah, that I'm not saying that was all that great of a prank, but that's the worst one we did because how serious Mama got.
Yeah, one of my worst ones. We lied about a car accident coming. We was in high school coming from Wisconsin Dells, and we was in senior year in high school lied about car accidents on 94. So that was bad. But I'm gonna tell y'all a story about my funniest one. It was my best one. In college, dude. So in college, me and a friend, we played a prank that like I had just like got a chick knocked up, or it was her or a chick. I got a chick knocked up. So we call mama. And then I called mama. So I was like, mama, I had sex with a girl like a couple months ago. She hit me up. She said she's pregnant. I don't know what to do because I'm in school. Like, I don't want to have to drop out. Mama was like, Rod, no. Oh, so you stupid. You dumb. Why would you do that? Just why, Rod? Why would you just say, I'm not taking no baby. You have to take care of that baby. I don't know what y'all gonna do. You have to either come home, leave school. But I ain't take care of no baby. So my friend was cracking up, like she in the background just dying, laughing. So I'm like, and then I played that on mama for like 30 minutes. Like serious, I called her back, was like, I'm going to get tested. She's like, yeah, go do that. I'm like, and I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna wait for the baby to come. So then we played mama for like 30, 45 minutes. Mama was like, right, you gotta stop playing like that. Like something wrong with y'all. Stop playing like that. So then we called uncle, dude. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna call my uncle, because my friend, she's like, call somebody who you think would give you good mentorship advice, like a man. Call a man to see if they give you good mentorship advice. I'm like, I'm gonna call my uncle then. So I called Uncle Derek, dude. Oh my God. I called Uncle. Man, Mike, to this day I scream because I told Uncle, I said,
how old was you?
This was my freshman year in college. This was like 2011 of April Fools. So I was like, I was about to be 19. So I was like, I called Uncle. I was like, Uncle, I told Uncle same story. Uncle, I got this. I was at a party, start hanging out with this chick. I got her knocked up. She pregnant, Uncle, but it was at a party. So I'm like, I don't know if it's mine all the way, blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking Uncle gonna tell me, Rod, just beat him and be there. He was like, fuck that, nephew. If that ain't, he was like, right now, that ain't yours. He was like, shit, wait till the motherfucking baby come there and take a test. Like, fuck that. That ain't yours. She can build with other people. Dude, my friend, I looked up her face. She was like, it just dropped because they like, fuck that. Like, it could be somebody else. Just wait. He's like, denied, and then just wait till born, then take the test. And then said, dude, I was crying because I'm like, up for a G for that. Wow, real life G, I was fucking dead. But that was probably the funniest one because I just didn't expect that to be his response. And today I played my kids at school, act like they was in trouble before recess. Then I let them go outside for recess. They was looking at me all
I ain't doing it today, but I saw a few like Russell Wilson to the Bears. But I don't fall for those no more. I don't fall for those no more.
I was like, damn, that happened already.
A few years ago, I used to fall for those. I remember one time they said Von Miller was trading or something. They said he was traded one year for April Fools.
I remember that too. Yeah, I think I remember something like that.
And I believed it. And we know that's April Fools.
Q's a hater. Hey. Who your team again, bro?
Not the Broncos.
Who is it?
Better than Broncos. I'm a New Orleans fan, bro.
You okay?
Yeah, team that lose to the
They beat his other favorite team, the Colts, in the Super Bowl when he was a Colts fan.
His other favorite
the Saints beat them.
He is a Saints fan. But look, I told you, next year we're gonna win more games.
Drew Brees retired.
We're gonna win more games in the
Saints. Is Sean Payton still gonna be the coach?
Yeah. That's all that matters.
Okay.
We're gonna win, and we're gonna win more games than y'all. Taysom Hill, he's a running back.
Y'all played in division, right?
We played them last year, and they only beat us like that because we had to put a
they beat y'all.
We had to put a salesman in that quarterback.
A win is a win, bro.
We had to put a salesman in that QB.
Yeah, no.
And y'all offense wasn't doing nothing that game either.
But who did though? Our defense, right?
Because we put a person.
All that matters who won.
He was a
Who won?
Company that Friday. Now, you serious?
Who won? That's all that matters.
Yeah, you hear this? They're serious now. The dude was literally had a normal job that Friday, and they told me he had to play football in the NFL that Sunday. Go look up if y'all think I'm lying.
Oh, well.
That really happened.
Oh well.
That really happened.
So that's why you discredited Wilton Russell because they said them dudes had 9 to 5 jobs.
Right. You missed a good show today. It was quick.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, hour in. It's quick because I got to get to the other game, basketball. Put the music on. Put the music on. But next week,
the hour show. That's good. That's what we need to stay.
Next week we'll be back on here. He said an hour show. That's what we need to stay. Damn. Okay.
Hour and a half. But
we appreciate y'all for stopping there. Episode 13, April Fool's Edition, Season 2. This is our 53rd episode. We'll be back next Thursday. I'll be 29 a year older.
We'll be back next Thursday.
We may be back the day before next Thursday. We will be back next Thursday for sure. Tune in for updates, live videos. Y'all know what to do. Listen, like, comment, share, subscribe. Shout out to all the people that was here today. We appreciate y'all. Peace.
Yeah, thanks for staying with us. Peace, y'all. We're going to get that internet fixed.
Yeah, we're going to get that fixed. Sorry, Facebook. We're going to get it fixed. Hey, you like that music? Mike, they playing for a little bit. I like it too. Shout out to Kevin on the mic. We're going to be out of here in a minute. Hey, y'all. Hey.
Carolina Mike, this is my jam.
Check my man out on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all platforms. We out here. We love y'all. Peace. Got it in.
Peace. Shit. Oh, good. It hit the glass.